Well, what have been the major university leadership lessons you have learned?
One is not to hold on to a belief that anyone has no value. I'm one of those who believe that each person has something good in him or her, and you must listen. And over the years, as a vice chancellor, I've learned a few things from many people. Sometimes I pretend I did not take due notice. Sometimes I do not want to exhibit or acknowledge the huge importance of that contribution. But I can tell you I take notes. And I believe even my students are my greatest motivators. And so in a setting, there's always something to learn from. And that's my rule of engagement. When I sit down from you, I try to ask myself, what lessons can I learn from you? And I believe every administrator, every leader should do that.
Well, I guess this is also briefly a general comment on the leadership of African universities. What's your own perception of it?
I think the scenario varies from country to country. We could separate the universities of Northern Africa from Southern Africa, West Africa, Eastern Africa, and we can also single out Nigerians generally. I think generally it is high time African universities come together, formulate a Pan-African agenda, and take Africa out of the dead space that we are in currently. And I think the pathetic state of Africa could be rescued by African universities. And I think the future of Africa lies in hands as universities.
Any advice that you received that was very useful for you as a vice chancellor, or you might have to give current or upcoming university leaders?
The advice I got from a former vice chancellor is keep all lines of communication open. And I'll give that to the next vice chancellor. Please keep all the communication lines open. And as a vice chancellor, keep an eye on the finances of the university.
Why?
Because you can also, as a chief executive, not tell people not to hold you accountable for the finances of your institution. In any case, for many of us, it's your financial situation that will drive your agenda. And so you must be part of it. And that you must be the number one advancement officer of your university. You are the image maker. You are all in all as a vice chancellor.
What are the 2 or 3 words that most describe you?
Caring, compassionate, and considerate.
In a few words, what are your major strengths?
Ability to listen. I consider myself hardworking and rugged.
And your greatest weaknesses?
Never wanting to hurt anybody.
What do you have as a golden rule and a life motto?
My life motto is do not hurt for the sake of hurting.
How would your secretary, personal assistant describe you?
Friendly, firm, and fair.
Who is the person who has most influenced your life?
My mother.
Why?
Because of my upbringing and constant touch and affection.
What do you most admire in people?
Honesty and integrity.
Your favorite book or author?
Read many, but the best so far is Churchill, The Power of Words.
Why?
In an elegant manner, I'm trying to link the past, and also in non-religious manner, reminded me of the power of the Bible. The Power of Words spoke well about how you can motivate, how you can change the course of history just by using words. So I've regarded that as the best book I've ever read, even though I've read many, but still my best today.
Your favorite music genre?
Oh, I love Fela Anikulapo Kuti. Even in death, I still listen to him.
Why?
Relevance to the society. the richness of the lyrics and the richness of the composition. And to me, is one music that will live forever. If you listen to Fela's music, it touches on the core of the society.
What do you most like to do with your leisure time, if there is any?
If there's any, I love reading non-medical books, books on leadership, and biographies, either auto or straightforward biographies. And I've read several, including the presidential series. Read over 100.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I'm grateful.
Thank you.